And welcome to the 5th Annual Educators Conference. Please feel free to continue getting your coffee and food as we go along with the program, but we would especially like to thank you for coming this very early morning to learn about the resources that we have. My name is Seth Ronquillo, and I am an AB 540 Project Director in the Administrative component of Ideas at UCLA.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Alejandra Acosta, Workshops Project Director, and I work with...
Hello, my name is Antonio Elizondo and I'm a Workshops PD as well, Project Director.
Hi everyone, my name is Grecia and I'm part of the mentoring component.
And hi, my name is Yaneli and I'm also part of the mentoring component project. So I would like to start by introducing Ideas, which is improving dreams, equality, access, and success. It was the undocumented support group and advocacy group for Ideas at UCLA. It was founded in 2003, and it has 4 main pillars. It has advocacy, fundraising, membership, and community service. And so the AB 540 project falls under the community service component at Ideas.
So, like Yaneli mentioned, the AB 540 project is a community component of Ideas at UCLA. So the community component works a lot with, the AB 540 project works a lot with the community, so it's pretty much serving the greater LA area, but we are trying to expand, and one of our main components is mentoring component. And we, this year is the first time that we actually have 2 sites. We work with Animo South LA this year, which is high school students. We pretty much mentor undocumented students, but we also not limited to. We try to do the holistic development of the students as well, and we have another site in Koreatown, and we work with middle schools and high school students as well.
Hello, and another part of the AB 540 project is the workshops component, and basically what we do is we go into high schools, community colleges, or anywhere, any organization in the community that wants a workshop related to AB 540 students and undocumented students, and it's basically like we go and talk about any topic, like AB 540 law, the California Dream Act, Deferred action, how to set up your own community service project and stuff like that. So, and the way to request a workshop is to go to our website, which is ideasla.org. And if you ever need a workshop on any topic related to undocumented students, we can go and provide it for you.
In addition to our 2 components, mentoring and workshops, we also host 2 events throughout the year. One is the Educators Conference, which obviously we are all out today. And so what we're going to do with you today is we're going to go through a series of workshops. We have presenters for you. We're going to go over pieces of legislation, different ways to help undocumented students, whether it be through mental health or learning how they can fundraise for their education. This conference is especially important this year because of all the new changes in immigration policies and in policies that can help undocumented students go to college. So the California Dream Act is finally being implemented. Students have a way to get financial aid. That's going to open so many doors for students to go to college. Deferred action also. Safety from deportation, and an opportunity to work. So it's very important that we are all here today and that we understand these policies so we can help the community and have these students actually be able to achieve higher education and raise the statistic from 5 to 10% to over 50%, 100% of undocumented students achieving higher education. In addition to the Educators Workshop, we also have our Immigrant Youth Empowerment Conference. How many of you have been to the Immigrant Youth Empowerment Conference? Can we get a show of hands? Awesome, great. So you can go ahead and ask these people about it if you're more interested, but very briefly, it's a conference similar to this one. However, it does bring over 1,000 people from throughout California, undocumented students, their parents, teachers, allies, all sorts of people. They have a day of workshops about activism, financial aid, and education. And we try to empower people through these different workshops. So this will be happening in June 2013. We really hope to see you there, and we hope you enjoy these conferences that we have.
And we would just like to remind you that this conference is being live streamed right now, so if you have any colleagues who cannot be here right now but would like to still take part in this conference, they can go to ideasla.org and they can view the live stream right now as we go on with this conference. As we begin, we would like to introduce the conference through a video called Harvard Si Se Puede. This video was created about an undocumented student who came from Arizona, and she went on to get a master's degree in education in Harvard University. Now she goes to UCLA to get a PhD in Chicano Studies, and the video is about Silvia Rodriguez, who will be here also later today, and she talks about how important it is that she had educators and teachers and family and just strangers who acted kindly towards her, who were generous enough to provide her with the resources so that she can go on to a higher education despite her immigration status. So we hope that you enjoy the rest of this event, and the video is Harvard Si Se Puede.
My name is Silvia Rodriguez, and I was born in Chihuahua, Mexico. I was brought to Arizona when I was 2 years old. I graduated from Arizona State University in 2009. I majored in political science and Chicano studies, and now I'm doing my master's of education. My program is arts and education, and I'm studying at Harvard. I've done other news reports and stuff like that, and they've written things like people in Arizona should gather Silvia Rodriguez's family and deport them. And just to read how mean people are, it makes me feel a little bit sad and bitter, because I want to be part of this community and work for this community. But I mainly focus on people that have been the opposite. Like teachers that have paid for my books and said, you know what, you can apply for these scholarships, but we're going to pay for all your books this semester. Or we're going to take you to lunch. And just like random acts of kindness that people have had towards me in all these years have made a huge difference in my life. So that's why I really value mentorship and helping other students, because the amount of help that I've received has been so tremendous. Like, I can honestly say that if it wasn't for all those mentors and teachers and my faith that I have in prayer and faith that I have in other people, I know that I wouldn't be here at all. So that's why I know that it's my responsibility to do well in school and to finish school, because this degree that I want to get from Harvard is it's not only going to have my name on it. It's going to have like the name of the whole community, the name of all those students who want to go to school but don't have papers, who have been told that they should get out of this country. So I want to do this for them. I've raised so much money on my own with the help of the community, from people who don't have money, from people who work really hard in service jobs and in construction and selling food and cleaning houses. Like, those are the people that have paid for my education right now. And that's why I ask for people's help, because it's been so hard having to get through college and now get to this university where people like me aren't there. And I just want to get through and finish.
Just like the experience of a lot of undocumented students, right? A lot of undocumented students experience this, and just to like get you thinking about it. And now we're gonna move forward into. Sorry. we're gonna we're gonna go over, give you a little overview of what's gonna be happening, what's gonna be discussed in more detail by experts in these topics. So we're gonna wait for a bit. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna give a little small overview of the 8540, the California Dream Act, and Deferred Action. So undocumented students, about 65,000 undocumented students graduate every year from U.S. high schools, and approximately 25,000 of those undocumented students are actually from California, and as we do have like the most population of undocumented students, and only about 5 to 10% of these students are actually going to college. But we are definitely sure that with these upcoming years, that's definitely going to change with opportunities that have been opened up for these students.
So one of the bills that it has passed that has helped undocumented students go and pursue higher education is the Assembly Bill AB 540. So one of the basic facts is that it allows in-state tuition for undocumented students, which is a lot of money. As far as UCLA goes, out-of-state tuition is like $7,000 more than in-state tuition. So basically, the requirements to fulfill the AB 540 law, it requires you to attend a California high school for 3 years or more and graduate, receive a high school diploma or a GED equivalent, and you have to be registered or currently enrolled in a university, CSU, a community college, or a UC, and you have to file an affidavit to that specific college or university that they are going to, and say that they will apply for residency as soon as they can.
So the California Dream Act, as you may know or may not, the California Dream Act is actually composed of 2 bills, the Assembly Bill 130 and 131. So 130 pretty much was signed into law on July the 25th, 2011, and it became effective this January 2012. So it pretty much opened a lot of private scholarships for undocumented students at the institutions, and it's not derived from non-state managed public universities, and examples like private scholarships, and it's pretty good because like colleges like UCLA that receive a lot of money sometimes from private donors usually wouldn't be able, those scholarships wouldn't be open for undocumented students, but now they are. So that was definitely a big plus, but
so we have the second half of the California Dream Act, which is AB 131, and that one was signed into law on October 8th, 2011, and it will become effective in January 2013 of this year. And this one is a huge deal. It will allow AB 540 students to receive financial aid at California public colleges and universities, and this will allow for more money to come in for students and for them to be able to for it to make it much easier for them to go to college. And some of the examples that are the BOG fee waiver, the institutional aid, and the competitive Cal grants.
And now the newly Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which was signed on June 15, 2012, and it pretty much gives temporary administrative relief from deportation for students, but it's not the Dream Act, so it does not lead to any of your legalizing yourself or getting citizenship, and it pretty much allows to remain in the country with a work permit, and in California it will allow us also to get licenses, and the application became available on August 15, so it's now open, and students are able to apply now. Questions? So these topics are going to be discussed in a bit by experts, like I said, and then you're probably going to have the opportunity to ask more questions too. If you have any questions just regarding what we just mentioned, then you can ask questions too.
Will the PowerPoint be online?
Yes. Most of the material that we're going to present will be online.
Yeah, that one you can find it on YouTube.
And The name of it is actually on your the program that you have, the agenda, so you should be able to find it.
Thank you.
Thank you.